Hello everyone, welcome to the Diecast Racing Cup Series Race 10 here at Talladega. Let's take a look at your points heading in. So the front four look to be your championship contenders for this season. Austin Cindric, Noah Gragson, William Byron, Daniel Suarez. They're the only drivers with over 200 points. Cindric is now the new points leader. Tyler Reddick vaults himself into the top 5 after his great run last week. Ty Gibbs, the only multi-time winner this year, in 6th. Shane in 7th, Custer 8th, Kyle Busch 9th, and Austin Dillon rounds out your top 10. Here's the rest of your point standings. So now let's take a look at your starting lineup here today at Talladega. And a lot of Toyotas find themselves up in the front to begin the race. Eric Jones qualified on pole with Cole Custer to his outside of the front row. Row 2, it's Denny and Bubba, driver, owner, and driver for 2311. Row 3, it's Kyle Busch and Shane. Row 4, Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs. And Kyle Busch, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs. Rounding out your top 10, Noah Gragson and Brad Keselowski. New sponsor for Noah this week, it's Sunny D. And here's where the rest of the field will start. Austin Cindric, the points leader, is 16th. And here's where everyone else will start. Austin Dillon, shotgun on the field. And let's take a look at your race facts for today here at Talladega. 30 laps. 30 laps here today at Talladega. Stage 1 ends at lap 10. Stage 2 ends at lap 20. And Stage 3 obviously ends at the end of the race, which is lap 30. At least it's scheduled to be. But we all know how Talladega is. And overtime looms every time we show up to this place. Here we go. Eric Jones, Cole Custer lead the field. The green run away at Talladega. Top 5 single file. Cole Custer leads lap number 1. Big move. Josh Berry moves into the middle. It looks like Kyle Larson's going to follow him. And already Denny Hamlin goes to the back, as well as Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, and maybe Alex Bowman as well. And trouble! And it's Noah Gragson! He's already around! And he's in the inside wall down the back straightaway! Noah was really sideways. He hit a lot of cars, and then he finally went spinning. And man, that is one of your big 4 in the points. The caution's already out on lap 2. And Austin Dillon and Austin Cindric are lucky that Noah did not come down or did not spit out earlier or a little bit later, because if he did, that would have took out a bunch of cars. And already we have a car out, and it's Noah Gragson, who had a 6-race top 10 streak, snapped at Bristol, and now he'll finish just like at Daytona in the back. 32nd, 31st, and 29th place finishes so far on the restrictor plates for the number 4. So let's take a look at where everyone else shakes up. Cole Custer is your leader. Shane Van Gisbergen is 2nd. Josh Berry 3rd. Kyle Busch 4th. Kyle Larson 5th. Brad Keselowski 6th. 7th for Cindric. Ryan Blaney 8th. Noah was in the top 10 when that happened too. Dang, man. Eric Jones fell all the way down to 9th, and AJ Allmendinger rounds out your top 10. Jimmy 11th, Bubba 12th. 13th for C. Bell, Justin Haley in 14th. And 15th for Austin Dillon, 16th for Ross Chastain. 17th for Daniel Suarez, William Byron in 18th. Ricky Stenhouse 19th. Zane Smith 20th. Chase Briscoe 21st. John Hunter Nemechek 22nd. Ty Dillon with a new sponsor in 23rd. 24th for Chris Buescher. Joey Logano 25th. And now all the drivers who were not in the pack at the time, they were going to the back. Tyler Reddick in 26th. Daytona 500 champ Todd Gilliland 27th. Alex Bowman in 28th. Ty Gibbs 29th. Chase Elliott 30th. And Denny Hamlin rounds out your field in 31st. Here we go. Restart. Lap 4 of 30. We're back underway at Dega. Josh Berry's going to take it 3 wide. Is anyone going to go with him is the question. Kyle Busch immediately to the outside. Nobody in front of him could counter that move. Everyone's kept it straight for now. Shane Van Gisbergen goes to the front at Talladega. We all know how good Shane is here at these plate tracks. And here he is already making his presence felt. Brad Allmendinger to the top 3. Cole Custer making a charge on that inside line. Here comes Cole, and he makes contact with Allmendinger. AJ shuffles Cole out. Cole goes to the back. Lap number 5 is underway. A lot of people fall into the back, but the lead is currently in Shane Van Gisbergen's hands. Brad Keselowski in the second. Now some momentum for the middle line. Here comes Christopher Bell. Van Gisbergen back to the lead. But Bell trying to get ahead. He's going to get a big push here from some of the Toyotas that were shuffled out. And C. Bell to the front with Zayd and Ty Dillon. Lap number 7. This time, and Alex Bowman nearly gets turned in the tri-oval. Bell, Zane, and Shane, the top 3 at the moment. They clear Ty Dillon, who leads the middle line. We got a lot of guys dropping in the back. Austin Dillon, Austin Cindric, Eric Jones, Joe Log, Josh Berry, Ross. They all shuffle out. And heading to the middle line, here comes Zane Smith. But the middle line is not getting a good push right now, as no one wants to help them. We go to lap number 9, and Zane moves off the middle. He goes all the way down to the bottom. 2 to go in stage 1. Christopher Bell has had an up and down season so far. Trying to get back on track. Big push for the 20 car as we head to the final lap of the stage. Is anyone on the outside line willing to make a move to try and go for the stage win? Zane Smith and Ty Gibbs are going to be shuffled out. Final lap of the stage. It's in Christopher Bell's hands. He's got the stage win at the moment. But anything can happen here. This is Talladega. Chase Elliott down to the middle line. Looks like Austin Dillon and Ross Chastain shuffle out. Here comes the 10 of Ty Dillon. Just like that, they're side by side for the stage win. Here we go. Bell gets a push. He'll have the lead. He'll win stage one. Ty Dillon gets second. Shane Van Gisbergen third. Todd Gilliland finds his way up to fourth. Fifth for Brad. Sixth for Blaney. Kyle Busch is seventh. Kyle Larson eighth. Bubba Wallace comes home ninth, and Ricky Stenhouse rounds out your top 10. So we will restart stage 2 here on lap 11 of 30 with the 20 of Christopher Bell trying to get his first win of the season. So we'll restart stage 2 with the 20 and the 10 leading the way with some of this year's winners in 3rd, 4th, and 6th, and some hungry drivers trying to get big runs today. Here we go, lap 11 of 30. We're back underway at Talladega. Bell got a good push. Chase Briscoe already up to the outside line. Ty Dillon goes up to block Todd Gilliland. Shane Van Gisbergen shuffled. Kyle Busch is shuffled. Bubba's shuffled. Side by side for the lead between Ty Dillon and Christopher Bell. Up the middle, here's Ryan Blaney, and Bell almost crashed in front of the field. He almost went head on into the outside wall. Can they save it? Oh, this is not good. They're in a rough spot now. Can they save it is the question. They do. They were sideways for a very long time. They're going to lose the lead because of it. And they got some damage on both of their cars. The 20 and the 12 with damage. A lot of people now with damage. But small cosmetic damage. It won't affect much. Lap 12, Ty Dillon leads. That 10 car last year with Noah driving it was a force. They were up front all the time at the super speedways. Ryan Blaney, who's already won a race this year, leading the middle line. Here's Christopher Bell again trying to make a move. Bell to the middle. At least we think. Can he please hang on? That 20 has been a weapon so far today. And it looks like he will hang on. Ryan Blaney pushed to the lead. Here's Justin Haley and Denny Hamlin. Haley's there. Denny's there. Chase. Joe Log. A lot of cars coming to the front. Haley moves to the outside. This might give him the lead. Oh, trouble! There they go in front of the field. The big one breaks out. Chase Elliott gets turned. Zane Smith got turned by the 20 of Christopher Bell. And there goes a bunch of them. Caution comes out. They wreck it up right at the start-finish line. The big one breaks out after the 38 got turned by the 20. This takes out guys who needed good runs. Ty Dillon, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Zane Smith, Christopher Bell. Zane was up on his side. It's going to be easier to tell you who's not involved in the accident. Todd Gilliland, Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski. Oh, man. Bunch of mangled cars. Very unfortunate for all those drivers. Oh. And it looks like we also had trouble in the back of the pack, too. Daniel Suarez got turned by John Hunter and Eric Jones. So they also crash. And this has taken out many cars from this race. And many of these drivers needed good runs. Like the Roush boys, they needed good runs. They're having terrible seasons. Christopher Bell needed a good run. Todd Gilliland needed a good run. Chase Briscoe, Joe Log, Ty Dillon, they all needed good runs, and they get taken out in this crash. And that all started because the 38 tried to come down, and he turned Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell had nowhere to go. But also, another one of the big names in the points, Daniel Suarez, is out of this race. John Hunter crashed. Last week's winner goes from hero to zero. Man, very unfortunate for him. Ugh, just a bunch of cars. Not good for Legacy Motor Club at all. Jimmy Johnson's now the last Legacy Motor Club driver on track. Polster, Eric Jones out. And yeah, Daniel Suarez, who's up there in the points. We'll finish with none today. Yeah, a lot of cars taken out here. Suarez 31st, Eric Jones 30th, John Hunter 29th after winning last week. Chase Briscoe 28th, he needed a good run. Same with Brad in 27th and Buescher in 26th. Todd 25th. Chase 24th. Ty Dillon 23rd, Joe Log 22nd, and then Zane in 21st, and C. Bell in 20th. They needed good runs. So that took out a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 cars. That was a big wreck. That was the big one right there. So we're going to restart on lap 16 of 30. And, man, a lot, and I mean a lot of cars were taken out in that one. But, folks, guess what? Points leader Austin Cindric is still in this race. He's in the back of the pack. William Byron is still in it, one of the big names in the points. Tyler Reddick, who's in the top 5, is also still here, as well as Ty Gibbs and Shane Van Gisbergen. This could be a huge day if they could score points against some of their points rivals. This could be huge for some of these drivers. The RCR duo of Busch and Dillon, who are up there in the points, they're still in the race. And then guys who are deep in the standings, like Ricky Stenhouse Jr., if they can score points here, this could be huge. Brian Blaney's also deep in the standings even after winning Atlanta. Another win could be huge. This is the car that won Atlanta, we're being told, that Blaney has today. So, we will go green at the halfway point after Christopher Bell and Zane Smith collided, which turned Chase Elliott and sparked the big one in the tri-oval. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. 19 cars remain. Blaney and Haley side by side for the lead. Hamlin now leads the bottom. 3 by 3 for the lead. Haley on the outside. Blaney in the middle. Hamlin on the bottom. Blaney to the lead. Hamlin back on his inside. Haley makes it 3 wide again. Blaney to the lead. Haley again. Justin Haley takes the lead for good. Kyle Busch gets shuffled. Denny Hamlin gets shuffled. Lap 17 begins. Ryan Blaney's going to the bottom. At least he's thinking about it. Maybe trying to side draft the 16 or the 7 to maybe get alongside, but it doesn't work for now. Bubba drops out of line, as well as AD, Austin Dillon, to the bottom. Blaney side drafts the 7. It'll work. Side by side for the lead for a moment. Now Haley pushes ahead. Yeah, Blaney got shuffled. Ricky Stenhouse now leads the middle line. Only the 2 to go on the stage. Stenhouse up to second. Look at Jimmy. 3 wide for the lead, or for second. Jimmy, Ricky, and AJ. But it's all behind Justin Haley at the moment. The rookie who's shown good speed at some points of this year. Dillon gets shuffled. Bubba gets shuffled. Ross gets shuffled. White flag in the air. One more time around for stage 2 here at Talladega. The 7, then the 47, now the 16 moves into second. Ryan Blaney gets shuffled out. Here's Ross to the bottom. Denny goes to the bottom as well. Ross in the middle. 3 wide for second between Jimmy, Ricky, and the Dinger. White flag in the air. One more time around for stage 2. Justin Haley really has taken control of this race. But here we go. 3 wide for the lead. He couldn't block that one. He couldn't block the run. Stenhouse and Jimmy have made it 3 wide all throughout the pack. Haley gets a push. Oh, Haley! He goes around! He goes around in front of the pack! There's another big one! Stenhouse is in it. Allmendinger. Alex Bowman. Caution's out. That'll end the stage. The 47 of Stenhouse tips over off of 4. He's on his side. Massive crash. Jimmy Johnson will win stage 2. Austin Cindric, the points leader, is second. Tyler Reddick third. Cole Custer back up there in 4th. Ty Gibbs 5th. Ryan Blaney 6th. Kyle Larson 7th. And a hard crash here in the tri-oval for Justin Haley. Ricky Stenhouse ends up on his roof. I have no idea what caused Justin Haley to spin, but it was quick, and it took out some heavy hitters. Shane Van Gisbergen already looks like a super speedway ace. Justin Haley, Alex Bowman, the 47, up on his roof. I mean, my goodness. So Bowman, Haley out after this latest crash. And then the 91, the 16 are also involved. And boys, we're only down to about 14 cars. And we still got a full stage of racing to go. But we're currently under the red flag with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. being turtled in the grass in the tri-oval. And yeah, very unfortunate for him. A former winner here at Talladega. He got caught up in that wreck. And there was nowhere for him to go. He got plowed into. He plowed into it hard, and Yeah, back on all fours, and Ricky climbs out of the car. That's always a great sight. Yeah, Ricky got plowed into by Bowman. It lifted him up. He hit the 7 hard. The 7 was airborne for a second, but then the 47 became airborne, landed on his side, and then eventually tipped over. And we almost had a flip earlier on today. Zane Smith got hit by Christopher Bell. He was flying through the front stretch pavement down by turn 1, or in between turn 1 and the start-finish line. He was on his side, but fortunately for him, didn't go over like Stenhouse did. So now let's take a look at your stage 2 results. And also I gotta do the results. Oh, I didn't even do the stage 1 results. Oops. Yeah. Well, I'll just have to watch the replay to do the stage 1 results. But anyway, let's do the stage 2 results. Jimmy Johnson won it. Austin Cindric is second. Tyler Reddick third. Cole Custer fourth. Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, fifth, sixth. And then Kyle Larson, William Byron, the Hendrick teammates, 7th, 8th. And then Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain round out your top 10. So let's get the finishing results done now. For the whole race, I haven't done it since Noah spun. Suarez got 31st. Eric Jones in 30th. John Hunter, 29th after winning last week. Chase Briscoe in 28th. Brad, 27th. Busher, 26th. Todd, 25th. Elliott, 24th. Ty Dillon, 23rd. Joe Log, 22nd. And then Zane, 21st. Seabell in 20th, I believe that was. Yeah, that's Seabell. He got 20th. Christopher Bell. 19th. That's Bowman. Yeah, that's Alex. Alex in 19th. 18th for Haley. And then the car that flipped, Ricky Stenhouse got 17th. '16th is the Dinger. And then Shane got 15th. Okay. Alright, yep, I got the results all taken care of now. Alright, so we will restart on lap 23 of 30 after that crash that ended stage 2. Here we go at Talladega. Jimmy Johnson, Austin Cindric lead the field of green. We're back underway at Dega. The two guys who lead the outside line, Austin Cindric and Cole Custer, they have never won a Diecast Racing Cup Series race before, and here they are in a big spot. We already seen a couple first-time winners this year, and we may get another. Austin Cindric is the leader. 3 wide for third between Larson, Blaney, and Johnson. 4 wide now. Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick make a move. Jimmy Johnson's there as well. Here comes the 45. 3 wide for the lead. We begin lap 24. Side by side for the lead. Tyler Reddick, who has not won in a long time, and Austin Cindric, who has never won, are the front two. And Cindric has led the points this year without winning, and Bubba Wallace goes around. He takes Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin with him. Caution's going to come out. Bubba, Kyle Busch, and Denny Hamlin. Bubba needed a good run today, and he almost made it the whole way through, but didn't. We'll see who will be the race leader here in a second, as they haven't thrown it yet. And it looks like we're being told that Jimmie Johnson was the leader when they threw the caution. But yeah, very unfortunate there. Kyle Busch spins. Bubba, who spun out right in front of both the 8 and the 11. There was nowhere for both of them to go. So Kyle Busch will finish 14th, Bubba Wallace 13th, and Denny Hamlin will come home in 12th. We only have 11 cars left, folks. Jimmie Johnson leads the way, and it looks like we're going to have a 4-lap shootout for the win here at Talladega. And this is going to be big points days for all 11 of these drivers if they can hold on. So let's take a look at your storylines after we finish the results up. But, man, a lot of guys who are up there in the points find themselves still in this race, and some guys who needed good runs are getting the good runs that they needed. But let's take a look at where Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, and Denny Hamlin finished. Kyle Busch comes home at 14th. Bubba got 13th. And Denny Hamlin got 12th. So the 8, Kyle Busch 14th, Bubba Wallace 13th, and Denny Hamlin in 12th. So it's a 4-lap shootout. 11 drivers remain. Jimmie Johnson hasn't won in a year. William Byron hasn't won in a very long time. Ross Chastain looking for his second win of the season and of his career. Ryan Blaney looking for win number 2 of the year. Tyler Reddick hasn't won in, I believe, 3 years. I think for William Byron, it's 4 or 5. It's been a very long time since the 24 one. Austin Dillon hasn't won since last year's finale. Austin Cindric has never won. Josh Berry hasn't won in 2 years, almost. Ty Gibbs looking for his 3rd win of the season. Kyle Larson hasn't won in 3 years, and Cole Custer looking for his 1st ever win. 11 cars remain. 4 to go at Dega. Jimmy and Byron lead the field of green. Josh Berry immediately to the outside. Berry gets shuffled out. William Byron goes to the lead. Jimmy right on his hip. Side by side for the lead. The 24 and the 84. 3 by 3 behind them. Coming to 3 laps to go at Talladega. Ross, stay in line, Ross. Gotta stay in line if you want to win this race. That's what everyone's doing. Legacy Motor Club trying to go back-to-back for their first 2 wins as a Toyota team. 2 to go at the line. Dead even between the 84 and the 24. And Ross shuffles out. Ross Chastain shuffles out of line. The 24 and the 84. Still side by side now. Reddick leads the bottom. White flag this time. White flag is out. Jimmie Johnson gets a push. 84 to the lead. Josh Berry. Josh Berry. He goes to the bottom. He shuffles out. Here's Austin Dillon next to the 84. Kyle Larson, Cindric make contact. White flag in the air. 84 and the 24. All in front of the pack. Jimmy and Byron. Can Byron set him up? Down the back straightaway. It's still the 84 and the 24. With Larson and Dillon and Gibbs 3 wide for 3rd. We'll see who it is. Coming through 3 and 4. The 84's got the lead. Here comes a big push on the inside for the Utner Hendrick car in the race. Kyle Larson with Cole Custer pushing. Larson goes to the lead. Here comes Jimmy Johnson coming down. Johnson, oh, he gets turned. Jimmy Johnson gets turned. Jimmy Johnson's around. He's in the wall. Cole Custer. Custer's in it. William Byron's in it. Ty Gibbs. Oh my goodness, a massive crash. A massive accident, and Kyle Larson is going to be the only one to clear the crash in front of it. Kyle Larson will break the winless drought. He is finally a winner again in the Diecast Racing Cup Series. Ryan Blaney second. How about Josh Berry in third? And Jimmy Johnson and William Byron, who were so close to getting the win. They were side by side. Just a few laps ago, end up destroyed, along with a bunch of others. Cole Custer absolutely destroyed. He took out Austin Cindric. And Jimmy Johnson, for the first time in his career, goes on a wild tumble in the tri-oval grass. Cindric had a hard hit. Austin Dillon was destroyed. And then William Byron and Ty Gibbs are destroyed as well. So we only had 5 cars finish. Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, and Tyler Reddick, with a big wreck behind, the 84 being the second car to flip and fly. But Kyle Larson, who got robbed at Coda, almost won, but Shane Van Gisbergen beat him in a photo finish, has finally broken the winless drought and is a winner again in the Diecast Racing Cup Series. Second win of the year for Hendrick Motorsports. First time it's the 5 car in, I believe, 3 years. Well, what a win for HendrickCars.com. Kyle Larson and Hendrick Motorsports. His first win in 3 years. I believe his second ever win in the 5 car. He made the championship 4 in 2022 with a huge win at Texas, and he hasn't won since. Well, now today, he is finally a winner again. And, man, Kyle Larson, he'll be the first to tell you, he's not the greatest super speedway driver, but that was a gritty super speedway performance, and he was in the right place at the right time. Congratulations to him and Hendrick Motorsports. See y'all later. RV out. Peace. Coke 600 next week. And I mean, what a run for this 5 team. They finally got it done. And, yeah, he was one of the only 5 cars to finish. Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick are the only 5 to finish. Tyler Reddick might be the points leader. He might be. He might have gotten enough points. But Kyle Larson, for the first time in 3 years, is a winner in the Diecast Racing Cup Series at his worst style of track, too, Super Speedway. And what a freaking race for him, man. He's back. Hendrick Motorsports is back on the upswing. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. RV out. Peace. Coke 600 next week.